me Schlong is fiending for max stream.
You do it. You play the guitar on the MTV. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. Now that ain't working. That's the way you do it. Let me tell you, damn guys ain't dumb. Maybe get a blister on your little finger. Maybe get a blister on your thumb. We got to install microwave ovens. Kitchen deliveries. We got to move these refrigerators. We got to move these color TVs. Move on, move on. Mama, she got it sticking in the cameraman. We could have some. And he's up there. What's that? Hawaiian noises. He's banging on the bongos like a chimpanzee. Oh, that ain't working. That's the way you do it.
Hello? Who up? 10:25 p.m. Wake up! What? What's that Gojo throwing ass? Is it good? Can you hear me? Type 1 if you can hear me. We're live. Aw, dude. If it just lives, thank you for the resub.
Yo, what's good, Max? It's me from the gym. It was nice meeting and talking to you, bro.
Oh, what's good, dude? Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the resub. 20 months? Damn! Bro said he suddenly watches the streams and he's been a 20-month sub. Taste, dude. Fuck. Hey, Kenji, thank you for the resub, dude. Hey, me Schlong is fiending for max stream. Happy 1 year, bro. How we doing? Happy Wednesday. I already pinged the Discord, but I think I'm gonna do Wednesday and Sunday streams. That's just how it's gonna go, bro. How you feel about that? I'm gonna do Wednesday and Sunday streams, cause I want to start vlogging again too. But I'm just trying to get YouTube content. I'm not trying to be a streamer or nothing. I'm not busting out 8-hour streams. But I like to do it live with you. Boo. W streamer? I'm not a streamer. W content creator. How many hours you got to put in to be a actual streamer? To call yourself a streamer? Yeah, I'm a YouTuber, bro. Four to 8 hours? Then you can call yourself a streamer? Bro, I don't think I'm a streamer. Hey, I'm gonna go through Discord first. So if you're not in the monkey gang, pull up. Drop memes. W alcoholic? What? You're the most chud streamer? Alright, that was Omar. First stream, what's good, Elijah? Let me see. Bro, Andrew, why are you dropping full-on YouTube videos when there's a YouTube suggestions? I'ma strip your badge, bro. You're playing games right now. Suh? What are you doing? I accidentally came during a job interview. My boy. What the fark? Bro, this isn't the bro. This is not the YouTube suggestions. Dude dropped iconic Vine compilation. In the Discord memes. Are you fucking alright. This'll be the demo run. We can make this like a Discord meme review, bro. What the fuckity shitty is this? Animation Studios in a 2000 Kenji. Oh my god, this Discord's so cooked, bro. Holy shit. Dude dropped the "You're Not My Dad" and some freaky ass emo animation edit, bro. Okay. This is the memes. Right here. I'm gonna start right here. Kenji is submissive as hell, bro. What? I was good at it. It's too long to be a vine. Did you make this shit? What? The cutoff of the screen, bro? Dude, did you make this? Bro, what's your name? Okay, dude. Nebraska channel. Don't search Toy Chica in GIFs. I don't even know what that is. I can't even tell what that is. Do I want to know what that is? Stacking on the fruit cups, bro? You just gotta get a bigger trash can. Or just take it out. Max, Watch Key and Peel, Chinchilla. Did they drop a new skit? Let's go to Ava. First stream. Does it sometimes feel like you're talking to yourself while streaming? What? No, I purposely go live because I didn't like talking to myself, playing games and shit. Dude, especially like watching videos. You just pause it to fucking yap to yourself. Or I guess you're kind of just vlogging to your audience while yapping, but I don't know. Vlogs are different though. I'm like talking to the camera on purpose. I'm picturing like one person when I'm talking to the camera with the vlog. I don't know how to explain it. Max definitely sleepwalks. I don't fucking sleepwalk. I don't think I've ever sleptwalked in my life, for real. We're fucking caught up. If I see booty cheeks, are banned. No, was that shit hot? Why I walk in the room and found my little bro sleeping like this? His ass faking it. Bro, Andrew, that re-pissed me off. That re-pissed me off seeing your YouTube, your whole ass link to you. Bro, press share. He pressed the 3 dots, copy link, and put it in Discord memes when there's a fucking YouTube suggestions. Same with Wakeless. What are you doing? Lock in, bro. Wakeless, are you up? What are you doing? You gotta get your head in the game, bro. You got your lacrosse stick. What is that bedazzle on your shit? Bro, no. You need to get it together. What I miss? Is this you? Dude. Well, this was Discord meme review. What would we rate this out of 10? I don't think I'm gonna rate it out of 10 or anything, but like for the first time, for the one time, I'd give it like a 5. Andrew, that me and Andrew actually agreed. No, you changed it to 6. Did you change it to 6 just because I said 5? Oh my god. Who let him in Toki's restaurant?
Guys are done. No, don't get out. The food is hot. Don't get out. No. What is Jeffrey Epstein doing here? Where the food?
Yeah, I came in with the salt. Ooh, yeah, I came in with the salt. Bitch,
No edit. Just a freeze. What? That was a lazy ass clip, Loki. Did you make that clip, Omar? Are you a Toki clipper, motherfucker? That shit was kind of weak. Like, it should have. I'm not gonna give you advice on an Epstein edit, Omar. What are you doing? You're so weird, bro. What is this? I'm not opening this. He looks too damn happy. I don't know what. This looks like. Nah. This looks like it's on the way down. I don't know what he's doing, bro. That's got. Nah. Nah. Bro, trust me. Is this you? Moppy. X underscore Moppy underscore X. Do we trust that? I wouldn't trust that on Xbox Live. Let me know. I'm gonna watch Andrew's clip. I low-key trust Andrew.
faster sound or light? Huh?
Sound.
Huh?
Light might have got you.
Light
by
might have got-
a little bit.
yeah,
Like by a
yeah,
little
yeah,
bit.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's about a little bit.
Huh?
Ta.
Ta?
Ta.
Ta?
Ta. On your mark, get set, go.
Huh?
Alright. They're farming.
Sound.
Okay.
That time sound.
Nobody jump.
That comfy, cozy ass warm jacket. Like, do you... Nah, that's... Nah. That's like too hot. Like, keep your own house at like 75 degrees. That would be too hot. I'd be burning up in that shit. I don't know. Wait, do I open it? Did you say yeah? Are you my uncle? What? What is this Monkey Gang Discord thing? Bro, how old are you, bro? If you're in your 30s, that's funny as shit. It's the gang, bro. Join up, drop some memes. Drop memes, not YouTube vids in the memes. Oh, if you're wondering what this red shit is on my nose, I fucking cut myself shaving my shit. Shaving it with the one blade. I want. Don't open it. He's naked all the way, bro. Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be some naked shit. Moppy. Oh fuck the chat. He gonna whip it out? What? It ain't 7 a.m. for me. Alright, that's it, I think. Y'all ready? I'm gonna watch a creepy ass video. It's been it's been a minute since I watched a Chilling Scares video, so I picked one out. I'm gonna eat some big old pizza. Fuck. That made me hungry as fuck. I'm trying to cut, bro. Domino's and Pizza Hut open late. You'd pay $10 to have some shit delivered to your house? Yeah. To not go and drive and... Red light. Dude, there's so many fucking people driving in Arizona. It's insane. There's too many people. Max, I'm on Retta right now and got fatter. How? That's a calorie in, calorie out problem, bro. What are you doing? You got Retta to boost, and you still can't get lean. You gotta lock in. What's the go-to cheat? Fuck. You really want to know? It depends, bro. It depends on if I want pizza or burger. Base meal. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. If you're a true crash out, and then the occasional sushi. But I'm feeling pizza. You said big old pizza. Defberg. There's some sketchy burger places open past 10 p.m. It's 10 p.m. right now. I'm not paid by McDonald's or anything, but I kind of trust McDonald's over other fast food joints lately. Like every time I have Wendy's, I shit hellfire after. Thank God I have a bidet. Same with Carl's Jr. Same with Burger King. Culver's is good though. Culver's is good. Chick-fil-A, I fell out of love with Chick-fil-A. I don't know what happened. It was natural though. Jack in the Box? Fuck no. That shit just made my tummy grumble. I don't. It's okay. I haven't had Popeyes in a while. Y'all were talking about the One Piece meal. Dude, this is gonna take strength and dedication to not crash out tonight. After this video. I gotta pee first though, but I'm gonna do the intro for the video and then I'm. The side game is unreal though. Wait, what? Wait, what? The side game? Bulk up, little bro? The fries, biscuits? Popeyes is better in Texas, to be honest. I'd get the red beans and rice and burrito boy. I check to see if it's like a fresh hater or something, and then it's just burrito boy or Omar. YouTube, if you ever see Omar, burrito boy, or anything X, any mixture of that name, someone's paying them to hate. I don't know what country. I'm not insinuating anything, but I don't know who they are. They act like they know me. Ignore them. Just being honest, and I like freedom of speech, so haters gonna hate, bro. Crunch Wrap Supreme. Yeah, or burrito. Or the occasional Taco Bell run. I don't really get any other taco place unless I'm getting like burrito tacos. That might have to go in the Mount Rushmore of food for me. Burrito tacos, dude. First stream, what's good, Elijah? Burrito fry with the engine fluid sauce. Okay, so can I rip a fat one? Yeah, you may, brother. A fat one of what? You have the same charisma as who the fuck? Who's Adolf? how would you, if it was the old one, how would you even know? You don't even know. You saw pictures and gifs of bro. What are you insinuating? Bloody. Why'd the 6-7 not go off? Oh, it's 300, bloody. Pay up, bruh. Yeah, you thought you were gonna spam 6-7, buddy. Why was it 109? Max is eating the entire Pizza Hut, Little Caesars, Domino's menu bad. Nah. I haven't had Little Caesars in a minute. I usually go Pizza Hut or Domino's if it's late. Fuck! Oh.
67,676,767
million. Check Discord. Bro, Discord meme review is over, Matt B. Papa John's. I was about to get Papa John's one time, and I checked the reviews. I opened Maps and checked the reviews, and all of them were like 2.2 stars. I'm not trying to get E. coli.
Since my other one didn't sound, fuck you Max, you bitch.
Ignore them. Yeah, minus 300. Straight in my pocket. I didn't know you were a mod. Bloody's a mod, by the way. And I'm not paying them. They just hate for free. I've been a mod. Man, I don't know who the mods are off the top of my head. Except for Popel, to be honest. Most active mod, to be honest. Burrito Boy, I'm going pee before regardless. Why did you highlight that shit? You redeemed one. You withdrawed 100 points to highlight that shit? Just to complain. Everybody.
Max, you looking strong ass.
Thanks, dude. Yeah, get the emotes. Thanks, Fosa. Click the 7TV app if you want emotes. I don't even know if they have it on mobile. I don't think so. Alright. Let me check if someone dropped this video in the Discord. It's Chilling Scares. I gotta do you justice if you dropped a good one. It's killers who didn't realize they were being recorded. Top 10 cryptids caught clearly on camera? What the fucky is a cryptid? What? Why he got a dip pouch? Meridan, explain. 2025? This is an old vid? Bro, I might run that back. I don't know. This. Wait, no. Oh, it's like the opposite. Popel, my own mod. I promise that wasn't planned. Popel confirmed that wasn't scripted. I didn't say Popel, I'm gonna watch this vid. What's a BS mean? Bro's a block strike veteran. What is this? I just dogster shit. What is this? Is good, bro. Trust. Wait, what? Your vid? Oh, Miridan? 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 Or Miridan? Miridan or Miridan? It's Roblox, it's fine. What are you I'm gonna watch Chilling Scares, not Roblox. Wait, what? You watching the Backrooms movie? Fuck yeah! I'm gonna stream myself watching it on Patreon. in the movie theater. What? That was the first chat. Max, do you still live, bro? Why'd you put a skull emoji? I'll fucking... What's up? What's up? Yo. Yo. What's up, Dark Beach? Noti just went out? Are you serious? Wait, for real? Do you sniff the brown starfish? The brown starfish? Whose? Or what? Shout out Pop Hill. He was the video I picked. Pop Hill 2? I was thinking about this video. I was thinking about it. Thinking about this too. Don't watch alone. Oh, we got Scary Comp too. I got that bookmarked. Bro, you ain't Marlon. Perdón. Would you rather? Okay. Queso's goodest mod. Would you rather white chocolate or milk chocolate? Bro, it depends. It depends on the day, depends on the mood, depends on the time of the night, depends on what else I'm eating with it, depends on the show. Like if it's a scary movie, I want to go with milk chocolate. I don't know. Quiz. Bro, I'm not watching that. I kind of want to I'm not. That's some brain rot shit, bro. That's not content, Andrew. Content only. Lock it in, dude. Add vote on poll. Wait, what? You doing a poll? What are you doing a poll for? Max gonna... Bro, who started a fucking poll for that? Chuz Max. You didn't even spell it right. You're weird. Subnautica 2? Nah, it's okay. If I'm gonna go underwater, we're playing Bioshock. And that's a long ass game, but so is Subnautica. But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm a Chuz Max. Bro, end the damn poll. I don't even know how to do it. I don't even know how you did that. That's a dude. Chilling scares. These are 3 cases of murderers who didn't know a camera was watching. For video recommendations, chilling scares at gmail.com. Make sure you sub to Chilling Scares or you're a bitch. Alright, I'm gonna go pee pee. And then I'm gonna come back. Fuck, are you watching? What you mean, We can make a Chilling Scares playlist, bro. We run predictions when we learn some context. For the what? Channel points? Right. I'll be right back. Why are you gay? Hassan as soon as his stream ends. Why does it not show the Sunyon emo? It just says Sunyon. I just said fuck a song. Bro, we're gonna have to go to Kig. Stop. Sun Bunyan. Someone's gotta make a Sun Honey Bun. Sun Honey Bunyan. Fraudian? Wow. Ruined it. Sombrero? Sombrero? We gotta make that emote. Sunyon ring? Yeah, I'm just seeing words. Is there some advanced way to make it so I see emotes in my chat? Let me know. Sun Chudison? Sun Creamian? You drinking a Moan Teasy this late, bro? What? A what? Some light? A Montsteezy? Nah. This is C4.
On the morning of June 11, 2021, CCTV cameras across Wembley, London captured a woman walking around with a large blue suitcase. On the surface, the footage is completely ordinary. However, this footage would soon become key evidence in one of the most brutal crimes in Wembley's recent history. The incident took place the evening of June 11 when the Metropolitan Police received a call from a man in distress. He was a temporary resident at a house on Chaplin Road, and according to him, the owner of the house...
A gape?
67-year-old woman who went by Deborah was missing. Her phone and glasses, the two things she always kept on her, were also still in the house. But what made her absence...
Was that a real rabbit head? What was that?
...always kept on her were also still in the house.
It's like a
But
statue.
what made her absence most concerning was the fact that Deborah had a history of severe mental health struggles. She was diagnosed with schizophrenia, and at one point believed that Prince Charles, along with the country's prime minister, were communicating with her
Type 1 if you think I might have schizophrenia.
through YouTube. Deborah also had no family in the country she could have gone to either. The only people who knew...
I don't. I think I'm on the spectrum, but not of schizophrenia. Look at Omar. Look at Omar.
her were those who attended the same church as she did, and speaking with people from the church gave investigators their first lead. One of Deborah's friends, 37-year-old Gemma Mitchell, told officers that Deborah had been depressed and that she went to stay with friends close to the ocean. Unfortunately, this lead turned out to be a dead end, as none of the CCTV cameras around her home captured her leaving that morning. Investigators also didn't find any records of her using a taxi service or public transport. After 2 more weeks of fruitless searching, investigators had nearly run out of all potential leads. They needed a breakthrough, or the case risked going unsolved forever. Fortunately, the search finally reached its...
Was this in England? It looked like England.
...end on June 27, but in the way investigators feared most.
Hi, I just found a body.
Deborah.
Oh, go ahead, caller. What's your emergency? I just found a body. Right, okay. A body, is it... Are they breathing?
There's a body in it.
Dead. They look like they've possibly
They're dead in it.
like a few days or something.
A hiker discovered the remains of Deborah on a wooden path next to Bennett Road in Sulcombe, Devon, over 200 miles from her home in Wembley. The worst part about this discovery, however, was the condition investigators found her in.
Wait, was it in England? Beans, toast, and potatoes in it. Dude, making fun of that shit will always be funny. I don't even care. Is it funny to UK people making fun of American shit? Is it as funny? I don't think so. Or they say hamburger. Hey, hamburger, taxes. Bullshit ass video. Now check Discord weak ass Discord memes. We gotta improve on it. That was Discord memes review 1. So we'll go 2, 3 and watch it grow. We'll watch it blossom into something great. Be patient, young one. UK motherfuckers think we fucking stupid. Damn, Kenji, get that shit off your chest, bro. What else you think? You think their weight measurements are bullshit too? Same. The fuck is a kilogram, brother? Remember minor and forgotten memories? What? ER. They write. I think you're a fake Mexican and British chud. What? What kind of allegation is that? I am English and Hispanic, bro. Whatever, Andrew. Is that all?
This wasn't a case of going for a hike and having an accident. Instead, someone had surgically decapitated her head, which was later discovered about 30 feet away from the rest of her body. Autopsy results
Deborah?
also showed signs of blunt force trauma to the head. With that, the case shifted from a missing person search to a homicide investigation. However, finding the culprit was going
It's definitely the UK.
to be easier said than done. Largely because Deborah never gave anyone a reason to take her life.
Deborah.
Despite her mental health struggles, everyone who knew her described her as extremely kind and compassionate. She was even letting the temporary resident who filed the missing person report live with her for free since he couldn't afford to pay rent. But while investigating those closest to her, investigators noticed something suspicious about Gemma. CCTV cameras captured Gemma walking toward Deborah's home with a blue suitcase on the morning of June 11, the same day she went missing at around 6:30 a.m. Hours later, the same cameras captured Gemma walking back, this time with 2
2021?
suitcases.
I was about to say, why are security cameras not better? But this is probably like a local self-planted one.
She was also struggling more to roll the suitcases, suggesting that, unlike before, they were now heavy. This made Gemma the primary suspect in Deborah's murder, prompting investigators to look into her more closely, which turned out to be the right move.
Would she stuff Deborah in the bag? Wait, Deborah was decapitated. Yeah, she was. By Jenna?
26th of June, CCTV cameras captured her struggling to load the same blue suitcases into the back of a rental car. She then drove to the same road where Deborah's remains were found a day later. This was enough evidence for the police to obtain a warrant and arrest Gemma on July 6.
You're not tired, you're
No
just
shit.
making too many decisions, starting with your outfit. Stitch Fix helps eliminate exactly that. Getting dressed is
Road where Deborah's remains were found a day later. This was enough evidence for the police to obtain a warrant and arrest Gemma on July 6.
Oh, they're busting in her.
Police!
That's where she's living?
Hello there.
Hello, how are you?
Yeah, good. There's no answer. Sorry, what's your name?
Sorry, we're asleep.
Are you Gemma?
Bro, you couldn't even use this in the court of law, dog. You can't even identify this police officer right here.
Okay, Gemma. Just could you hold a second?
She's yours.
Come on a second.
Sorry, could I... It's Gemma,
In it, a little late in it.
Just want to see them.
Hand just over
Get
your
out.
hands. Alright, Gemma, at this moment, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder.
She's
Gemma
been
didn't
up.
even try to plead her innocence and went with the officers without any resistance, almost as if she was already expecting them to some extent. She
Yeah.
also remained silent at the station, answering every
Jenna.
question with a cold no comment. But now that she was under arrest, authorities were able to search her home, and it wasn't long before everything became clear. You see, Gemma lived with her mother in their home on Bronsbury Park.
Was that that was the same house with the construction?
The house was worth over £4 million, but it was in rough shape. So they hired a contractor.
$4 million quid. That's 4 million in American, right? God damn. For this? Wait, right? What? That's a fat house? Holy scam. This looks like the Team 10 house before it was made. Like the construction and shit was going up. They're putting like the walls and the gate and shit. What the fuck is this? 4 million. Shit made out of gold? No, they probably got a extensive ass basement set up or something. I didn't see the rest of the house. I don't know.
The house was worth over £4 million, but it was in rough shape. So they hired a contractor and paid him over £230,000 for the renovations. Unfortunately, the contractor ran away with the money, leaving Gemma and her mother with an incomplete home and no money
made out
to
of
fix
brick.
it. That's where Deborah stepped in. She knew Gemma from church and considered her a friend. So after learning about her struggle, Deborah offered to pay over £200,000 for the renovations. However, in early 2021, Deborah was admitted to a mental facility where she received treatment for her schizophrenia. This treatment seemed to be very effective, as she was now thinking a lot more clearly. It also resulted in her reconsidering her offer to Gemma and withdrawing it completely by early June. She instead told Gemma to sell
Bro, she's probably just tapped in. What did she know?
the house and use the money to live a good life. Phone records revealed a message she sent to Gemma on June 8, reading, "Until you sold house, I won't want you to come to me or my house. I'm stressed to the core." However, Gemma did not take this kindly, and on the 11th of June, she went to Deborah's home with the intention of ending her life. After committing the crime, she stuffed Deborah's remains in the suitcase and brought it back home, which is why it looked much heavier on the way back, before disposing of
Wait,
her
she
remains in
actually...
Slocum 2 weeks later. Her true motive also came to light when investigators discovered a forged will in Gemma's home, naming her and her mother as the sole...
I was... If I'm being honest, I was checking to see if her nails were done, bro. That would have been shameless.
A forged will in Gemma's home, naming her and her mother as the sole beneficiaries of Deborah's entire estate. All of this was more than enough evidence to convict Gemma.
Wait, what the fuck? I blinked and... Holy fuck. Holy judicial LARP. Bro got the windows. What is... Okay, dude. I don't think we need to do all this, bro. I think you should just be able to show up in a Bass Pros subs shirt. Doesn't matter. But you have to go through extensive judicial training. There's all these mics going on, too. Is that a wig, bro? I don't know. Could have just got a fresh lineup before the court. You not seeing the vision? Yeah, they're just keeping the culture going. The founding fathers.
Stood trial on October 2022 and was sentenced to life in prison with a minimum of 34 years behind bars. On July 7, 2021, 23-year-old Chandler Halderson went to the local sheriff's office and filed a missing person report for his parents, 50-year-old Bart and 53-year-old Krista. According to Chandler, the two had gone to their family cabin in White Lake on July 2nd to spend the weekend. The last contact he had with them was a message from Krista writing, "Made it safely, can't get anything through, and yes, it's packed. Going to White Lake today for the parade, and we'll come home Monday night/Tuesday early. Love you lots." It was Wednesday now, and the two had still not returned. Their phones were also going straight to voicemail, leaving Chandler with no way to determine their current whereabouts. Now, the simplest explanation was that they simply decided to extend their stay, and that they weren't able to inform Chandler because of the bad cell signal at the cabin, which was a known issue. However, this was completely out of character.
Oh, that's sick.
For them. Bart was extremely punctual and responsible, and Krista was on the verge of losing her job if she didn't return soon. Chandler was understandably worried about the safety of his parents. To make matters more complicated, they didn't go to the cabin on their own. Instead, they were apparently picked up by friends that Chandler didn't know about. Officers quickly began looking for the couple while Chandler reached out to local media, hoping someone with information on Bart and Krista might come forward. The most obvious place to look for them was the cabin, but when officers arrived at the location, they were surprised to see it completely empty. They had to break open the front door only to find zero signs of recent activity. It seemed like Bart and Krista never made it to the cabin. But if that was the case, why did Krista tell Chandler that they made it safely in her text? In the meantime, Chandler turned to the neighbors to check if any of their doorbell cameras captured anything about Bart and Krista, but that didn't prove very useful either. Without any other leads, investigators went back to the Halderson home to look for any clues. They also brought Chandler in for questioning since he was the last person who saw the couple. Though, until now, Chandler appeared to be a perfect son. Despite living with his parents, Chandler was doing very well for himself. He had already gained valuable work experience in several different fields at just 23 years old, and had even received a job offer from
Is he a rocket scientist?
Unfortunately, before he could accept the offer...
Wait.
Different fields at just 23 years old, and had even received a job offer from SpaceX.
He just turned it down? Aura.
Fortunately, before he could accept the offer, he accidentally fell down the stairs.
Oh,
this
shit.
resulted in him sustaining severe nerve damage in the legs, forcing him to reject the SpaceX offer and focus on recovery. He had also...
They don't allow you the job if you break your neck?
been very cooperative with the police up until this point, but as it turned...
Wow, Elon. Fucking ableist Elon. Wow.
out, the concerned look on his face was nothing but a complete lie. His behavior started becoming suspicious as soon as he was brought in for questioning. Not realizing he was being recorded, Chandler was seen in the interrogation room putting his head up against the wall, almost as if he was trying to listen in on what the detectives knew, likely so he could adjust his story accordingly. The investigators searching his home also discovered some rather concerning evidence. This included things like missing floor tiles and cabinets from the kitchen, a broken glass pane.
What was that story verified? Chilling scares? That job offer? I bet he was capping. Did he kill someone? He's probably lying, bro. He didn't get no job. What was he doing? I saw all those wires and shit. Did he do that? What was all that?
From the fireplace, and most concerningly, splatters of recently cleaned blood all throughout the house.
Elon pushed him down the stairs. Rejecting SpaceX is crazy. Yeah, what, he didn't like the work hours? Or the pay? I bet they pay good.
However, Chandler seemed to have an excuse for everything. He blamed the missing tiles and cabinets on renovations, and claimed the fireplace glass broke while playing with one of his dogs using a tennis ball. As for the blood, Chandler claimed that it came from Krista having excessive nosebleeds, and from Bart getting a deep cut on his leg while doing some repair work at home. But investigators were starting to notice some inconsistencies in his statements. For instance, at one point during the interview, Chandler claimed that he couldn't drive because of his leg injuries. But not long after, he mentioned driving to multiple places to celebrate the 4th of July holiday. However, despite their suspicion, investigators had no proof of any foul play from Chandler. That is, until they received a call from a woman named Cress. She was a family acquaintance of Chandler's girlfriend Catherine, and the two had actually gone to her place for dinner on the 4th of July. According to Cress, Chandler visited her farm in Cottage Grove on July 3rd, asking to use her pool. She said yes and went on with her day. But when she came back to check on him an hour later, he wasn't in the pool. Instead, his car was backed up to a wooded area next to the farm, and its trunk was open. Investigators rushed to the location she provided, and
Windsor!
The wooded area, they found the dismembered remains of Bart Holderson.
He's rolling out that bitch.
Tarp and hidden under some foliage.
Why are you shitting on Catherine? I don't know. I don't trust her. I didn't trust him in the beginning either.
Around the same time, a different group of investigators discovered doorbell camera footage that showed the Holderson home in plain view. According to this footage, Bart and Krista never stepped foot outside on the morning of July 2nd. In other words, the story of the mystery friends picking them up was a complete lie. But when confronted with this evidence, Chandler stopped talking and asked for a lawyer.
Governor Katie Hobbs. She knows what it's like to work fast food and drive Uber to get by. As governor, she balanced the budget without raising taxes, reducing electricity bills, and cutting red tape to build more affordable housing.
And I'll keep working to make Arizona work better for you.
Once weekly Mounjaro.
You know what?
What the fuck was that?
Picking them up was a complete lie. But when confronted with this evidence, Chandler stopped talking and asked for a lawyer.
You know what happened. We're not going to tell you what happened. You know what happened. You were there when it happened.
Oh fuck, he's crashing out.
We're not BSing you, okay?
I wasn't there when it happened today.
PHS
you know
boys?
More than you think we know.
I understand. But
there's people that have told us things. We have evidence. We have proof. More has happened, okay? So your parents never made it to the cabin, and I think you know that. Okay? So you're asking for an attorney. We're not going to ask any more questions.
Miss him.
Go stand up. You want to stand up? Just come right over here.
Krista's remains were later discovered in an area near the Wisconsin River as well. Fortunately, investigators were able to find enough evidence to piece together exactly what happened between Chandler and his parents, and why. They found Bart and Krista's phones inside the house wrapped in aluminum foil to block signals, confirming they never left the home. Shell casings found in the basement also confirmed that he more than likely shot his parents before dismembering and disposing of their remains. CCTV footage from a nearby supermarket caught him buying the tarp he used to transport Bart. However, the worst of what he did was revealed when investigators found tiny bone fragments in his fireplace. You see, at around 3 a.m. the night of, a neighbor's doorbell camera captured a strange light coming from the Haldersons' home. It got extremely bright before going out. Put simply, this bright light his neighbor's camera captured came from Chandler trying to cremate his parents. But the fire likely got out of hand and shattered the glass pane, resulting in him abandoning that idea. As for why he committed such a horrific crime, that had to do with his successful career. As it turned out, almost all of it was a lie. He never graduated, never did any jobs he claimed to have done, and thus the offer from—
I was about to say his weird 2013 ass high school sweater that still fit him. Like, why was he wearing that? And that fake ass LLC hat. What? Went to Home Depot and got equipment to chop up his parents. That description was like more graphic than a puppet combo setting. What was their motive? He was just like itching to do that. He just woke up on a Thursday and was like, yeah, you guys are gone. It's over.
SpaceX was a lie as well. Bart apparently found out about it, and instead of facing the consequences of his years-long lie, Chandler decided that it was a better idea to take his parents' lives instead. He stood trial in January 2022 and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Wait, did he say anything about the motive? Just lost cause? What time is it for you? 11:24, bro. This dude's lost it. Schizo? But there's other, like, he's just a non-functioning schizo? Like an unconscious schizo? Or like what? There's definitely people that function in society with schizophrenia, no? Not like every schizo wants to just murk their parents. I think because he faked being successful and his parents were going to find out. What?
Ability of parole.
Caught in a lie? Yeah. I mean, I guess he wants to rot in prison forever? Bro, his ass getting handled, bro. Yeah, good boy. Got his hand in the back of that belt buckle.
On the night of December 28, 2016, a home security camera mounted outside a garage in Albuquerque, New Mexico captured a seemingly bizarre scenario. It showed a hooded figure walk out of the—
Albuquerque, New Mexico? Isn't Albuquerque in Alaska? Isn't that the same thing? Oh, I know this is cursed. If that's the same thing, it's named after the place in Alaska, in New Mexico. Oh my god. Max, did you not listen to what? Good night, Mirror Dan.
New Mexico captured a seemingly bizarre scenario. They never let me to and was sentenced to life in prison with Chandler decided that it was a better idea to take his parents' lives instead. Years-long lie, Chandler lie as well. Bart apparently found out about it, and jobs he claimed to have done, and thus the offer from SpaceX was a lie as well. Bart—
I totally missed that part. The SpaceX part. Well, I called it. Read your bits? Nighty night, you bald chud maxing ginger. 2:26 a.m. here. Bro, no, it's 300 bits. That was the last 100 bits I ever read mirror down. Are you serious? You just wanted me to say goodnight to you. You're like tucked in your bed, warm, cozy, and rubbing your feet together. Fucking weirdo, bro. Yeah, goodnight, bro. Play the rake again? The Roblox game?
Apparently found out about it, and instead of facing the consequences
About it. Bro, so...
years-long lie.
What? You ever tell bullshit lie to your homies and they find out and you just want to fucking end their life? What? Like what? They had to have got him lacking in this picture. He did not pose like that. That was the motive? He didn't want his parents to find out that bad. Schizo malfunction? Yeah, NPC schizo.
What's this
True,
brand?
true conscious schizo is where you at.
Quality brand. In these parts, we don't pay big brand markups.
So we save money?
Darn tootin'.
Differences that save you money. It's an Aldi.
Darn tootin'. What the fuck was this?
Captured a seemingly bizarre scenario. Security camera mounted outside the possibility of.
Let's run it back.
On the night of December 28, 2016, a home security camera mounted outside a garage in Albuquerque, New Mexico, captured a seemingly bizarre scenario.
Was Albuquerque in Alaska too? Yeah, Albuquerque, Alaska. This shit's cursed. Albuquerque, New Mexico.
It showed a hooded figure walk out of the darkness, gently tip over a trash can, and then disappear into the darkness once again. Not long after, the resident of the home noticed the trash can and came to pick it back up before walking back inside.
Albuquerque's trash can.
The light from the garage door getting dimmer as it closed. But before it closed all the way, the door seemed to open again with a flashing light illuminating the driveway. This looked quite random at first glance. However, what happened in this footage served as the start to a brutally violent crime that happened in the same house. The story began earlier that night when 54-year-old Don Fluid dropped off his daughter Sienna at his now ex-wife Christine's house. The next day, Sienna called Don's office, asking if he'd come to work that day. Apparently, he called Sienna every night to say goodnight, but he didn't call the night before, which worried her. And something was definitely not right. Don had never missed work without prior notice before. His phone was also ringing, but he wasn't picking up, which was very out of character for him. Many considered him the most upstanding person they knew, and it wasn't like him to ghost others out of nowhere. So, two of his coworkers decided to check up on him at his house that afternoon. However, when they reached the front door, it swung open. It was already unlocked. They called out Don's name, but when they heard no response, they decided to go inside. Everything in the house looked very normal. That is, until one of the coworkers went to the garage. There, she spotted a dark red streak on the wall behind the parked truck. She stepped closer to take a better look, only to come across what she was dreading the most. She called 911 and first responders rushed to the scene. Sadly, it was already too late for Don. He had several cuts on his body, a deep cut on his neck, and signs of blunt force trauma to his face. By the time his coworkers found him, he had already been dead for several hours. The Albuquerque police immediately launched
Albuquerque cartel?
However, the only clue they had was this home security footage. It wasn't clear enough to make out.
He just got sliced and diced in his driveway? No, his garage. Bro. But what was that? He was in the military? Nah, he had ops. What the fuck?
The suspect's face, but the footage did suggest the intruder knew Don's habits quite well. He knew his daily routine.
Yo Max, when I met you at the gym I was visiting from Albuquerque. Let me tell you,
Which
it's
one?
so terrible and I fucking hate it here. Can't wait to leave.
The New Mexico one? Or Alaska? Wine is garbage? That's disrespectful as fuck.
And more importantly, he knew Don wouldn't be able to ignore the trash can if it were lying on the ground, giving him the chance to sneak into the garage while Don picked it back up. This wasn't a random burglar.
Dude, I'm gonna be so fucking stealthy the next time my trash can's tipped over. I didn't know that was bait. Dude, I'm never leaving my garage open. What the fuck? I'm climbing over my goddamn fence just to take my trash out. What?
Or serial killer who just saw an opportunity. It was likely someone close to Don. Unfortunately, figuring out who this person was turned out to be near impossible. The first suspect police questioned was Terry Lee White, Christine's now husband.
He looks like an evil-ass Jedi. What the fuck?
Given Don's history of an intense custody battle against Christine and Terry in the past, investigators began to look for any lingering resentment that could have boiled over into violence. However, when questioned, Terry was able to provide alibis for that night that completely checked out. The next two potential suspects were Don's brother Dennis, who didn't have the best relationship with Don, and the landlord Benny Ruiz. But while neither had a strong alibi, there was also no evidence linking the two to the crime scene. With that, the investigation was back at square one. It wasn't until March 31.
Okay, the landlord just shanking him in his garage. What were they going back and forth on who's gonna pay for the roof leak? I don't know. That is not the top two suspects. What? We gotta hear the rest of the story. That's insane. He had military ties. What? I don't know what's going down in Albuquerque, New Mexico, though.
2017, the killer was identified. It turns out the person who led detectives to the truth was none other than Don himself. You see, despite likely getting ambushed by the killer, Don did not go down easy. He fought back and ended up scratching the attacker. This allowed investigators to find foreign DNA under his fingernails and match it against the samples police had taken from the suspects. More than 3 months after the crime, Don's killer was finally identified as 51-year-old Terry Lee White. After clocking in at work as a commercial truck driver, Terry went to Don's place and carried out a plan he had likely been thinking over for a very long time, with the home security footage of him sneaking in Don's driveway showing how premeditated this whole thing was. After a brief manhunt, Terry was arrested on April 3, 2017 in Arizona, about 200 miles from Albuquerque. He stood trial in June 2018 for his crime and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
After clocking into work?
Get fast, powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin Clears.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform.
In the fall. On the morning of See, despite likely getting ambushed by the killer, Don did not go down easy. He fought back and ended up scratching the attacker.
Bro, that's tough if someone has a knife. Gotta just be like Naruto and take that shit in your hand. Fucking break the knife off the handle. There's no way, bro. I'm going for both ACL. You come up to me with a knife, I'm going for both ACLs. Come with a knife? No, like, we're playing this out. I hope he fucking rots. No. Not Don. What was even the motive? I know it was after work.
Footage.
Baited him by knocking over his trash can and then waited and fucking ambushed him in his own garage. He was probably just in some flip-flops, bro. Probably just had dinner. That's fucking insane. I'm gonna be on high alert always. Cause like what? Nah. There had to have been some history between them. He didn't say anything when he was being interviewed. The dude that killed Don. Like a minute after it gets knocked over. That's fucked up, bro. And it's all on camera. Never picking up a trash can again after this. Yeah, I didn't know that was bait. Looking handsome, thanks, E. I didn't. Did you catch that? I wasn't paying attention either, I guess. I wasn't paying attention to the right details. Why did he tip over the trash can and shank him in his own garage? Why did he do that? He was fucking pissed right after clocking in. Why did he do it after clocking in? That's what it said, right? Bro must have had time to spare. What?
Footage did suggest the intruder knew Don's habits quite well. He knew his daily routine, and more importantly, he knew Don wouldn't be able to ignore the trash can if it were lying on the ground, giving him the chance to sneak into the garage while Don picked it back up. This wasn't a random burglar or serial killer who just saw an opportunity. It was likely someone close to Don. Unfortunately, figuring out who this person was turned out to be near impossible. The first suspect police questioned was Terry Lee White, Christine's now husband. Given Don's
I miss that.
History of an intense custody battle against Christine and Terry in the past, investigators began to look for any lingering resentment that could have boiled over into violence. However, when questioned, Terry was able to provide alibis for that night that completely checked out. The next two potential suspects were Don's brother Dennis, who didn't have the best relationship with Don, and the
I just completely checked out when they said that.
Given Don's history of an intense custody battle against Christine and Terry in the past, investigators began to look for any lingering resentment that could have boiled over into violence. However, when questioned, Terry was able to provide alibis for that night that completely checked out. The next two potential suspects were
Wait, Christine's now husband?
Don's brother Dennis, who didn't have square one. It wasn't until March police questioned was Terry Lee White, Christine's now husband. Given Don's history of an
Christine went from Dom to that dude? Bro, I got lost. This shit flips through and he just keeps going and going with the story. She left Don for him and then he killed him? Just to get rid of the custody battle, I guess. Yeah, I'm breaking this down because the details were like rapid fire. ADHD got him killed, bro. Damn. Dude was his wife's ex. Prob knew him pretty well. But like, did he think he was going to get away with it? I kind of want to know what he had to say.
Suspect police questioned was Terry Lee White, Christine's now husband. Given Don's history of an intense...
He looks like fucking 30 years older than Don.
...custody battle against Christine and Terry in the past, investigators began to look for any lingering resentment that could have boiled over into violence.
I guess my question is this Christina? I only saw like one woman in the past 5 minutes. This is Christina. This is Christina. This is who she's. Am I correct? That's why I'm confused. He's like fucking 72. The man who died? I know he had some goods. What?
Battle against Christine.
I don't think you guys are paying attention either.
And Terry in the past, investigators began to look for any lingering...
Who the fuck is this?
...resentment that could have boiled over into violence. However, when questioned, Terry was able to provide alibis for that night.
Her third one? Her current boyfriend?
Completely checked out. The next two potential suspects were Don's brother Dennis, who didn't have the best relationship with Don, and the landlord Benny Ruiz. But
she's probably with the brother and the landlord. Bro, this is insane.
While neither had a strong alibi, there was also no evidence linking the two to the crime scene. With that, the investigation was back at square one. It wasn't until March 31, 2017 that the killer was identified. It turns out the person who led detectives to the truth was none other than Don himself.
Like, could they not afford a good attorney, or they just thought... He just thought he could get away with that shit? And then they got the DNA under Dom's. Don's. Not Dom. Don's fingers. Bro forgot about the ring cameras in the Big 26? What? Oh, yeah, Don's killer? No, it was the DNA. Because Don scratched him. The thing about Ring doorbell cameras is, like, the crime's gonna happen regardless if you're fucking getting it on camera, bro. Like, you better be strapped up. Like, you're just gonna get that shit all pixelated 120p in black and white. Gonna barely be able to see anyone, and they probably have a mask on top of that. Like, you gotta handle shit whether it's on camera or not. And that's just gonna get them coming in and out that bitch. Like, this shit didn't help Don. It was the DNA from him scratching him that helped Don. They didn't see shit from this. They just saw him scheming and pushing over the trash can and waiting for him, camping in his own damn garage. You know? Why do you keep saying that, Elijah? Little weirdo? Like, do killers this decade think they're gonna just get away, dog? Yeah, we got lazy ass killers. You think they'd be sneakier or something? I don't know. Are people like disappearing all the time? Like, especially with technology advancing. Like, what, bro? Like, dude thought he was Ezio or some shit. Like, bro, what the fuck? And did the wife? No. This lady. Not the fucking landlord, bro. This mother... Is this Christina? Did she go to the damn court case? She just didn't know about that plan. He was just doing that off a whim. He just had that in his notes. He was just planning on doing that. I still never saw him push over the trash can. Yeah, it kind of just showed it tipped over, huh?
Security footage. It wasn't clear enough to make out
it's right here.
The suspect's face, but the footage did suggest
he like gently put that shit over too. I guess he wouldn't be loud and like knock that shit over. What? But you know what I mean? Like, was he...
and carried out...
Was she there? Was she there? She didn't know anything about this plan. And they had an extensive custody case. What would be the motivation other than the fucking custody case? He just didn't like the... Who fucking cares about the ex? It's because the custody case. She didn't know anything. Really, dude? And now she's just with this other dude. And the landlord. Without seeing someone purposely dropping it. Is that Christina? Tell me that's Christina. Type 1 if that's Christina. This is gonna be the stream archive cover, bro. This looks so dramatic. Yep. Wow. Shameless. Who the fuck was... That looks like the same interview room of the dude that says aliens or whatever. With the crazy hair. What is that other dude doing there? Was that Don's homie? Or brother? Because that wasn't his bald older brother, who was also a prime suspect. She cracked his brother and the landlord. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, bro. She needs to be investigated. I've watched too much Criminal Minds, CSI Miami, Forensic Files, for her not to be investigated. Bro, I'm not playing Forsaken next stream. Put it in the Discord. I might consider. I'll check it out. Careful how you throw the word bald around, babe. What?
However, when questioned...
Oh, me?
Terry was able to provide alibis for that night that completely checked out. The next two potential...
Okay. So, nothing happened to her.
And ended up scratching the attacker. This allowed investigators to find foreign DNA under his fingernails and match it against the samples police had taken from the suspects. More than 3 months after the crime, Don's killer was finally identified as...
Because you're bald, I know.
51-year-old Terry Lee White. After clocking...
51? Damn! Genetics pill.
Work as a commercial truck driver, Terry went to Don's place and carried out a plan he had likely been thinking over for a very long time.
Dude, I don't even know if good nutrition and sleep could have saved that dude. Yeah, where's Christina? Why was she smashing that dude? Why was she with him? Was he like loaded or something? He must have had a decked out Porsche. Nah. What? Private equity.
With the home security footage of him sneaking in Don's driveway showing how premeditated this whole thing was. After a brief manhunt, Terry...
Premeditated. The details. Chilling Scares knows too. Why aren't you saying it, Chilling Scares? She definitely knows if it's premeditated. They're together currently, no? And they're fighting an extensive civil custody battle. She knows.
Was arrested on April 3rd, 2017 in Arizona, about 200 miles from Albuquerque. He stood trial in June 2018 for his crime and was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
And what's she doing? chilling with wine. And she's with the landlord. Shameless, bro. Why is the wife not arrested? Why is the wife not investigated at all? I didn't hear much about the wife. Let me see what the comment says. UK police aggressively breaking down the door. Murderer, hello. There, how are you? Policeman. Hello, ma'am. I'm doing good. Huh? Toy review gone wrong, gone sexual 9 years ago. Bro.
Shopping is hard. Make it easy with
I swear British folk can make finding a body seem like a normal Sunday occurrence. Dude, okay. Can you filter out comments? We gotta filter out Christina. Or I'm about to comment investigate Christina. As someone with schizoaffective, conscious schizo, it's bittersweet that Deborah was loved and was a living example that mental illness doesn't exclude kindness and humanity. Facts. I'm sure she truly meant well when she said it, but reality hits hard. Bro, what? None of these people watch Forensic Files and it shows. Nobody. Nobody questioning Christina. Elon Musk jump scare. Bro. What is Christina doing right now? Not locked up for life. She didn't know anything? Whatever, dude. The premeditatedness in the last one is horrific. I know. Premeditation is the word you're looking for, but yes, I agree. Do we know what the motive was? Most likely, the custody battle. Facts! I asked ChatGPT, and it summed it up for me like this. Terry White killed Don Fluitt because he saw him as a continuing problem in his family life, especially regarding the child, fueled by resentment and possibly encouraged by his wife. Facts! Look at everyone unaware, thinking this shit's a joke. This shit isn't over. Chilling scares. Oh my god. Chilling scares, you might be involved.
Stitch Fix. Get
Yeah, like, we gotta advance the story, Chilling scares. This is insane. Oh my god. The premeditationness of it all. That's what I'm saying. Nobody else is just in this small niche thread in the comments. Searching for DMT. Nobody else. Holy shit, 4 million pounds for that house? Yeah, that's facts too. Like what? British real estate market in a nutshell? Is it bad out there? So is their food? So is their weather? Like, so, bro, wait, what's good in the UK? So why people live there? It's just where they spawned in. Like, I'm probably not going to leave the US. Or I might. I don't know. Mods type shit for the queen? Who's the queen right now? Dude, I don't know. I'm so sick. I'm so sick. I feel like me and that DMT dude are the only people that notice that. Moral of all these stories, dumb people are dangerous. The hair's frying me.
Outfits you love without any of the hassle.
Send it.
All he does in
I forgot about the fucking wig, bro. This is the best ad I've seen in a while, since the Super Bowl, too.
pay for cart wranglers and those savings.
Wait, this is a different one. This isn't the bread one.
To you.
Stop watching.
I don't even know what Aldi is. Is that a store? Or water? I think it's a store. Max react to the Epstein files? Bro, that shit has not been released. What do you mean? We gotta go over... No, nothing burger. Both files and the UFO files. All the files, nothing burgers. Bro, stop. No, we're trying to be strategic with the content, bro. I'm not gonna waste no time. I'd rather play custom zombies than do that. Queen Cormella? Is that her name? Max Files tongue emoji? Camila? Are you a console or PC gamer at heart? Console. Easy. I just do PC for the content stuff. Even when I do play shooter games and everything, I got the Xbox controller. But I grew up on Halo first, was my first shooter game, and then Call of Duty and stuff. But yeah, never mouse and keyboard. The only mouse and keyboard game I was playing was Five Nights at Freddy's. I tried Overwatch and CSGO and stuff, and I never got in it. Never got in it. Yeah, you just pay for a big ass bundle of parts that can break, and one little component will cost half of the fucking PC to replace. And that shit's going up in price. So now it's like 8 a.m. It just hit midnight here. I gotta do YouTube outro. Chilling Scares, thank you for that beautiful banger. Make sure to show the homie Chilling Scares some love. Drop a sub, because we are gonna watch him in the future. Make sure to join the Discord, recommend some cool vids. and I might watch them. But that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about that Christina thing. Like, am I overthinking that? That's crazy. But yeah. Drop a feel on that like button if you enjoyed. And until next time. Peace out, baby! Search up Roblox Forsaken. Dude, put it in the Discord. I'll look it up. Join the Discord and suggest vids and games. Yeah. Yeah, is that Lego? What's that Lego Batman thing? Are people getting paid to play it? Dude, I used to run Lego Batman and Lego Star Wars. I never got into RuneScape. Sorry, bro. I don't even begin to fathom or understand games like RuneScape, World of Warcraft, League of Legends. I played League of Legends on the app one time, and I think I was playing against bots, and I was like kind of having fun, but then I gave up. I don't know. I always thought Clash Royale was kind of funner. I never played on PC or anything though. Like went full immersion with it. RuneScape is too degen. I don't even know what that game is. It looks like a weird Zelda RPG. I've clicked on a couple streams of people playing it. Clash of Clans? Fuck yeah! I was playing Clash of Clans in middle school, and we would all clan up. And then I moved to Clash Royale, like more in high school. And then I quit playing it for a while, and then I got addicted to it like a year ago, and then I quit playing it again. Can you make a reaction channel? Nah. That'd be too much. I'm just keeping it on the channel. I'm not going to do like a ton of reacts or anything. But I'll do videos and stuff too, but we're going to do more like viewer suggestions. Like the Discord memes. I'm just going to open up the Discord at the beginning of streams, and we can do Discord meme review, but I'll do the if you laugh you lose with the wager, and we could switch it up. But shit like that. And then recommendations, games, videos. If social media didn't work out, what was your backup original plan? My original plan was just to fully lean into fitness stuff. I wasn't betting on social media at all, because that shit's a gamble as is. But I was just going to work at my job and eventually build up my personal coaching brand and just superset both. Be like I was going to be working at my chill desk job and just be a good boy 9-to-5er, and then superset being a personal trainer, getting people jacked on the side. I was just going to do that. And then hopefully build that up past working at my desk job, and then just fully lean into that. And then post on my social medias and stuff. Because I would just post on my social medias even if they weren't like successful enough to just be a content creator. I would still post all my coaching on there. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I eventually got to the point where my first sponsor, Gorilla Mind, and social media just collectively, like TikTok and stuff, were paying the same as my job. So I was like, if it's paying the same, I'm just going to quit my job and fully lean into social media content stuff. And I was coaching at the time. I had like local clients and some people from social media that had just been following me and reached out. But that's pretty much it. Coaching just takes a long time, bro. Especially the one-on-one stuff. Like, not no cookie cutter, like, program stuff. like actually doing a custom, asking people questions and getting specific with the programming, that shit takes a while with the XLs, or at least how I was doing it. Bro, I bet people just use AI for fucking everything. But that shit's so easy. That was pre-AI coaching. That shit was rough. I would do it the same way. If I do coaching again, it's all gonna be on Excel. I'm gonna keep it so old school because that's all I know. I'm not gonna. I don't know. Maybe that would help with like making Excel easier. But it doesn't need to be all that complicated or fancy, really. I feel like too much is overcomplicating it, especially with programming. What is your niche, bro? What? I start making big bucks. Hey, we're going with the flow, bro. I think the only person in social media that knows what they're doing next and their next 3 moves is probably Mr. Beast. I even saw Ludwig ask like the top 100 streamers when they plan their streams, and like 90% of them said the day of or day before. Like, motherfuckers are not. They're just going with the flow. Does it work on mobile to go on game suggestions? Oh, on Discord? Yeah. You just gotta have the Discord app. It's just right here, bro. It'll be in live stream suggestions once you join on. Boom, here's all the content. I'll post the live stream archives. I post the first one right here. Are you serious? Are you serious? Post the archives. Boom, main channel eventually. Gaming channel consistently. Consistent now. Memes. Bro, is that you, Andrew? Love you actually, bro. Love your content no matter what schedule. Set your fan base will never stop watching you. Fuck you, by the way. Are you, what? Thank you, bro. I think. Yeah, everybody plans differently, but I'm saying like knowing what to do with content. Like, you don't just make a bunch of the same like video ideas. You gotta find different ideas and make different videos. And it depends on what you're doing, like streaming, TikTok, fucking posting shit on X. Some people get paid on X, podcasting. I don't know. It depends. But I really think people are going to value live content, so I'm just going to continue doing the gaming channel side of things live. Because with shit getting fake and autonomous, people are going to know like you can't fake the live content side of things, or it's going to be hard to. Unless you're like a VTuber and you got like a fake character or whatever. But, you know what I mean? Like live channel content I think is going to be valued more in the future. And I just like the back and forth with y'all and the funny donations and shit for the videos. Cause I couldn't just raw dog it like Markiplier and do it not live. Those people like PewDiePie and people that just record videos by themselves. I only like doing that with vlogs because I feel like I'm talking to the camera. I'm not really like focused on the camera. I'm kind of like focused on chat, like on my computer screen. Like I'm just reading the chat and I'm talking to y'all all at once. All of you guys individually, but all at once. But with the camera and the vlogs, I'm like only talking to the camera. I don't know how to explain it. Raw dog? Yeah. Are you comfortable with sharing your ethnicity? Yeah. Do you want to know it? I'll talk about it a lot, but my mom is Hispanic, Mexican. I'm Latina, yeah. And my dad is English, mostly, and has German in him. I haven't taken like a proper test or anything though. And un poquito español. And I'm cursed with gingerism. Yeah, it broke through. I don't know what happened. It's a mutation. Yeah, I'm a gingerkin. You ain't answer my question? What? What'd you say? How much you charge? How much would you charge Omar for a one-on-one coaching? Does he need coaching? I would charge Omar $1,000 a month. Easy. It's going straight to the bills. And I'll charge everyone else 100. But don't tell Omar. Damn, I thought bro was Irish. Nah. That's like a different ginger strain. What? Yeah, pay up, Omar. Does Omar need coaching? Why are you speaking for Omar? You take the bulk too far or something? He's 6'8", 315? I miss when you were white? What does that even mean? Like, have I been tanning? Or just since I dropped my ethnicity? Wait, what? I miss when I thought you were white? Wow. Do you fuck with Gorilla Root Beer? Yeah, dude. I slammed both the cases I got in days. It was bad. Not like the first week I got it, they were gone. They were the only energy drinks I was consuming daily. They taste actually like root beer, but I already feel like drinking caffeine is placebo to begin with because I'm so desensitized to it. But since it tastes exactly like root beer, I can just slam them. It's bad. Exactly like root beer, bro. I love all races. You just miss when you thought I was white? I know what you mean. I was just asking. What? The federal ass question. When's the last time you contacted Joe? I leaked the Discord messages in Discord. We're talking with some people about setting up a multiplayer game. Don't know yet. It's in the works. Joe was like, it's looking like early June. Because he has shit planned out like 2 weeks in advance. But I'll keep you all updated. I just don't want to mention it or talk about it until it's happening or anything. What up, Max? I love your videos, man. Makes me laugh and it gets me past my days, bad or good. Thanks, bro. Told you. Why you keep ignoring my shit? Am I too freaky for you? What did you say? I'm reading what I see. Max, do you have that big Latino ass? That's your own perception, bro. What do you think? Do you think it's specifically Latino? And yes? What do you mean that big Latino ass? Like the reoccurring big Latino ass? Like, is that trending? Do you have that big Latino ass? Maybe I'm overthinking it. Real talk, what happened with Vanquish? It was just bad. I don't know. It was just bad. It wasn't a good fit. I loved their stuff way back in the day before I even knew Young LA existed, and I'd buy it and tag them on my stories and like try to get sponsored and stuff when I was just posting fitness content in the beginning. Not really even TikToks, just posting gym shit. And I would buy their sweats and stringers. And that was when it was just like Gymshark and Vanquish running stuff. And like Jed North, a couple other companies. And so I thought it'd be a good move because Young LA wasn't doing as much gym shit. And I thought they were really pivoting into the lifestyle clothing. And I didn't really know like big plans. They actually dropped a really cool Gold's Gym shit like 2 months after I left. And I was like getting heavy FOMO. I talked about it before. But with Vanquish, it just wasn't really a good fit. The only real gym specific clothes they dropped while I was with them was a collaboration with some creator. I forgot his name. But there was actual streamers. There was actual stringers and tank tops and gym clothes on his drop. But then everything else was just like lifestyle, like kind of thrift, retro style, kind of edgy with the metal font and stuff, kind of leaning into the trends. And I was like, I just thought I was gonna get gym stuff, and so I was kind of disappointed. And the shipping was kind of scuffed. It might have been because of shit going on or whatever, but one time I saw someone in South Korea that got a fucking drop, and I didn't get until like a week after. The dude in South Korea. It was just, I don't know. I think it was just a better move to stick to what had worked before, and Young LA is already such a good, consistent brand. And I saw that they were leaning into gym stuff and just not even making it 50-50. I feel like it's more like 60% gym stuff and 40% other stuff. They just mix it up with lifestyle and other things, because not everybody only wears gym clothes. And I don't really care, because they run shit well. Like the events and the block parties, if you've ever been to them, they're ran really well. Like better than a lot of expos, just their sections. And I was with them since like 2021, so I felt confident in going back, and they were chill about it. Did you guys ever buy Vanquish? Are you guys that OG in fitness? I don't even remember when I found out about Young LA. I think it was from Sush, I want to say. I think it was when he was spamming them. He was like getting his community to spam them to get sponsored. But it was a while ago. I only really knew of Jed North, Vanquish, and Gymshark before that. And like some people made brands like Bradley had Raw Gear, and there was like Alpha Elite, Christian Guzman. How much do you bench? Dude, I have no idea. I haven't benched since like 2023. I wonder if I'd be stronger. That'd be weird. I'd probably snap my shit up if I maxed out on bench. I don't know. What's the difference with Smith machine, you think, realistically? Like 20 pounds, give or take? Like difference in weight? I guess it would depend on the Smith machine. I would just be sketched out maxing out on a bench. Like spotter or not, I don't know. Yeah, vest, which turned out to be a crop vest, a little disappointed. Yeah, I liked a lot of their clothes and stuff. It was just not really what I expected, and it just really wasn't a good fit. And I'd have to travel to the UK a lot, and I didn't really think hard about that. I was just in a decision rush because the actual contract with Young LA was ending, and I just wanted to make a decision. I thought it'd be cool to like branch out and kind of lean into the gym shit, and just didn't work out. Is what it is. And then kind of same with Gorilla. I was just like sticking to my guns because I knew Derek was doing a lot more and had a lot more product than even when I was with Gorilla way back. Like the energy drinks weren't a thing, the actual vitamins weren't available. There was a lot of things that weren't even with Gorilla when I was on them originally. And so that was like an easy decision just going back, you know? Max, are you ever afraid of getting a bicep or pec tear when you work out, and how common are those shits? I've been doing lightweight to avoid them, but shit prevents me from knowing my max. I would just stick to like low injury risk movements, especially when you're training hard. When you're training to failure, you don't want to do sketchy movements. So I mean, I'd start there, but obviously just controlling your form. I think it starts there. If it's like a bar, just start with no weight on it. If it's a weight stack, just start with really light weight and get your form first before actually going heavy enough. I wouldn't worry about it though. Just especially don't rush movements. I even hurt my back on squats when I was warming up because I was rushing it like down into the hole, into the bottom of the squat, and it just shifted the movement onto my spine, and I really fucked myself up. And I guarantee that happens even with presses, with your elbow joints, and then people are always complaining about tendonitis. So I would just be careful with form first. And that's not saying that you aren't training hard just because you're going a little slower than everyone else, or maybe you're going a little lighter because you're controlling it more, but I'd rather do that than fuck my shit up. And I do think the weight will shift on to more joints and ligaments more than muscle if you are like moving it too fast in whatever you're doing. I'm having tendonitis and tennis elbow for months. Yeah, I think that's just a recovery thing too, because that doesn't really happen like in an instant or anything. It's something that seems to like build up over time, inflammation. So I think that's just balancing out recovery, honestly. Unless it is a form thing, it could be a form thing. So I would just record it, make sure it's good. But if it's not like something tearing, then it's probably something that's happening over time, like stacking up, you know? I was gonna ask, how do I know the form is good? I watch different vids, and sometimes they contradict themselves. Like, I recently fucked up my shoulder doing shoulder press. It honestly depends on the movement, but especially with pressing, I would keep your spine aligned and not do a whole lot of bending. Especially when I was into powerlifting, I was all into like cutting the range of motion, but you really want to set and not limit the range of motion of any of the muscles you're training. Especially with presses, you want to keep your spine straight and stack your abs before every press. You want to get good breath control. It's really hard to set and make sure your form is good and controlled and train hard at the same time. So that's why if you see any of my training shit, I might go slower with my reps, but that's just to make sure everything's aligned. Because I'm training heavy, like in the 5 to 8 rep range, so I don't want to fuck my shit up and my muscles up, and I want to keep the load on my muscles, not on my joints and ligaments, you know what I mean? Because I'm not speed training or powerlifting training or trying to like force some type of freak ass power adaptation going. Like, I'm just training my muscles, not movements. You know what I mean? I like when you go slower. Yeah, it's gym, office job, gaming, and I also tennis. So yeah, you don't gotta be in the gym very often, bro. Just play it smart. Because even doing other things, stacking other things like an office job and whatsoever will fatigue you too. Is what it is. Factually, you work a whole office job shift compared to having the day off. What session is going to be better after that long ass job shift, or you just sleeping in as long as you can, just waking up and going to the gym after a big meal? It still like does something to you, so you got to balance it out. So it's different for everyone. Like, if you're working construction or you're unemployed like me, you know? Like, I can just cook meals whenever. Like, I don't gotta pack shit and make sure there's a fridge and make sure there's a microwave and stuff. Like, I did have to do that, but like, my program's got to be different than yours, especially because of that. Yeah, I'm always logging my calories, bro. I just like to control my body composition. I'm putting so much time into the gym and everything related to the gym, I just don't want to waste it. So I do track a lot of things, especially weight, because if you track your weight like one time every 7 days, you're not going to really see all the fluctuations throughout those days. You're just going to see kind of like a dramatic number between those 7 days. And you're going to be like, well, I fucking gained a pound over these past 7 days, but you're not going to know if you hit a low weigh-in in between those 7 days. But you'll kind of know what's going on when you get the weekly averages of that. I don't know if that made sense. I just like to be more accurate. It's just more accurate if you track more information, really. Because then you're just going based off feel, and it's a guessing game, and that's not really going to maximize your gains or anything. Do you track it in a cute notebook? Nah. I track my training in Excel, and then MyFitnessPal for food. We had 2 hours. I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I heard Macro Factor's good too. I'm an old head. I've been using MyFitnessPal forever. Just whatever you like tracking on. You might as well, bro. You're not gonna guess right. Eating food intuitively is so cooked, bro. If you're like me, you're just gonna undereat too. Anytime I ate intuitively, I was eating like 2,100 calories. And I swore I was eating a lot. I haven't really tested intuitive eating now. It'd probably be a different story. But, yeah, nah. Alright, homies. Thank you for pulling up. I'll let you know when that video goes up. But I'll post this VOD tomorrow by noon EST. So I'm going to post it 9 a.m. MST. But I'm going to make sure it's like noon for most people. New York. Ain't that EST? I feel like grand majority of people are on EST. I even see like late night shows say EST. I never see anyone say MST. Alright. Thank you to anyone that subbed. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate you guys for pulling up. Hold on, where is it? Alright. I'll see you guys on Sunday. I'm just gonna do Wednesday and Sunday. No designated time, unless that changes. Just look out for the noti. I think they're actually sending out, unless I'm wrong. So it should be good. But I'll post the full live stream archives too, just in case you miss. Okay. Good night. Peace!